Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is just another crochet hair review video. In today's crochet hair, as you also saw in the title, is the Lulutress Island Twist hair, 18 inches, and I have it in two different colors. I have it in the color 4 and I have it in the color 30. Now if you're not familiar with my crochet hair review series, I take my time with these hairs. This is not just the first impressions. I installed the hair, I love it, and I haven't tested it out. Oh no. I come on here and I show you my first day thoughts of a crochet hair, showing you how it looks the very first day that I install it, how long it took, how long the hair actually is when you first install it, did I split it, how many knots I had to do with the hair, and overall my first day thoughts with the hair. Then I come on here with my first week thoughts of the hair, showing you how the hair looks in 1 week. Did it go south in a week? Is there any issues that I'm seeing with the hair in 1 week? Did I have to mousse it? What I had to do in terms of nighttime routine and all of that. Then I come on here with my final week's thoughts of the hair. No matter how long I wear it, whether it's 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, however long I'm able to get a wear out of the hair, I show you how it looks on that very last day, meaning the day I'm going to take the hair out. I show you how it looks on the last day. I also tell you what my overall thoughts are on the hair, whether I recommend the hair, whether I think you should purchase it, whether I think it's water friendly, activewear friendly, whether it's high maintenance, low maintenance. I just bring you all the true tea on these hairs. Now if that's something that excites you, just keep watching to see my first day thoughts on this Lulutress Island Twist hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my first day thoughts on this Lulutress Island Twist hair. Now this is what it looks like very first day. Like I said in the intro, I have the color 4 as well as the color 30 installed. So this is kind of what it looks like for kind of that natural 4ish color. 30 is very bright. Didn't realize it was going to be that bright. I might have not installed it, but we'll get into that in a quick second. But this is what it looks like. It was 18 inches. As I said, I cut a little bit of it for evenness, but overall this is kind of what it will look like if you freshly install the hair. Now of course I'm going to cut the hair, but I like to come on here on my first day and show you how it looks so you have an overall idea of what the hair looks like kind of in its natural state. So I'll do a 360 so you can kind of see how the hair looks all throughout. Don't mind the back because it will be some jankiness going on, but I have forewarned you. Now, if any of you guys saw my Lulutress Deep Wave hair, you guys know at the time I bought Deep Wave, I bought 3 other Lulutress hairs at the same time. I was just on a spree. I was just seeing it. It was on sale. I got it from Gen Beauty NY. That's where I bought this hair from, where I bought all my Lulutress hairs from. They were having like a 30% off, $30 off sale. So I bought 3 packs of the Island Twist in the color 4. I bought 2 packs of it in the color 30. Now, I like the color 4. It's very much so true to life color 4, although it doesn't blend that well with my roots, and that's a little it's true to life 4. A lot of 4s that I buy aren't true to life 4s. Sometimes they look more so a 2ish color and I'm like, okay, good, but this is a true to life 4, which isn't a bad thing. I like things to be the way they say they're gonna be. So if you have a real 4 color, this will blend well. If not, I think looking back, hindsight, I probably would have got this hair in a 2 just so it blends a little bit better with my roots. The 30 color is also a very bright 30 color. It's also true to life 30-ish color. I wish I had put it in a little bit more sporadically. Right now it kind of looks like it's in the under part and my front is all that 4, and if you kind of do a little, you know, you can do a peekaboo and get that 30. Now with the install of this hair, probably goes without saying, all straight backs, all straight back braids. That's how my braid pattern is in pretty much 95% of all the installs on my channel. Now this hair, looking at the model in the back, I wasn't impressed. When I got this hair in the mail, I was like looking at her and it looks very synthetic-y. It looks very Barbie doll, Mattel. Everything about it just looked like and I was trying to pick. I was really probably gonna have beach curl in my hair if it wasn't for my inner thoughts being like, no, see what you can do with this hair. So I never really watched anybody's reviews, tutorials of hairs, but I needed to kind of have a gauge of what to do best with this hair, and I looked up Vkillz Braid. If you guys aren't familiar with her, you need to be. She does some amazing crochet hair installs. She installed this hair. She's the only other person that I've seen try this hair at this point as I'm reviewing this hair, and she installed this hair, and what she did in it, she split the hair 2 times in the back, 4 times in the front. So meaning this is the hair, this is how it comes directly out of the pack. This is exactly how it looks. If you guys want to have an idea, and of course you can see it looks a little different than it kind of looks in my hair, and that's because I split the hair. So this is what I mean by splitting it. And so you're left with these 2 strings right here. And so this is how I installed this hair. So as I said, Vkillz Braids split the hair 1 time in the back, 2 times in the front, so you're left with 4 pieces in the front and then 2 pieces in the back. I only split the hair 1 time, so I had 2 separate strands for each, just because of simple laziness that I did not split the hair more than I guess like she did. With that method, you kind of do use less hair. In the deep wave hair video, I used all 5 packs, I believe, of that Lulutress deep wave, and this the 2 packs that I showed you that I held up are all that I have left. So I would say I used about 4 packs total, because I have half of the 30 left and I have about half of the 4 left. So I think in total use 4 packs, but I say on the safe side probably be good with 5 packs. I did split this hair, so if you installed it yourself and it doesn't look the same, that's because I did go ahead and split the hair before I installed it. Also, in terms of knotting this hair was probably about 3 to 4. I think Vkillz Braids said she knotted the hair about 4 to 5 times in her video. If you guys want to see her install, just again check it out, because she does a beautiful job installing. I just recently got hip to her channel within like last 4 months. I'm just addicted to how she installs some hair. I'm just like, dang girl, you be braiding some hair. Also, another thing she did in her video, she put some mousse through the hair. She put a lot of mousse. I need to buy the mousse that she was talking about too, because you guys tell me you guys like the mousse that I tried, but I like the mousse that she tried because it was very much so foamy and she just went ham. And so that's what I did yesterday. I just used this mousse. I'm not even going to show the brand of this mousse because I don't care about it that much. It's just all I had right now. I'm going to go out to the store today and buy whatever mousse she had in that video. I can't remember what it is, but I'm going to go back, watch that, and buy that mousse because she went ham. She said that's good for taming this hair because it can be very big. So last night, as soon as I installed this hair, I sprayed this on and kind of raked it through. And when I say I really went, I just was like, just gonna go all the way through and raked my hands through it. I think that also works good for, you know, bringing out some of the hair that didn't get crocheted right or didn't get crocheted incorrectly. You can pull on it. Now, I'm not pulling any hair right now because I did this last night, but if you're doing this first install, just rake your hand through it and it will pull out some of the hair and also will tame it down. So she said that this is good for taming, and so I was like, all right girl, pulling out this mousse, go tame this hair. Overall, last night all I did was pineapple the hair and went to sleep. Now, it was very heavy, but I think it's because it was all at the top of my head. But when I tell you last night, it was kind of heavy. But this is a lot of hair, and I do plan on cutting it fairly soon. So the next time you guys see me with this hair, it will not be at this length. But overall, first day thoughts, I think it's giving me, what vibes is it giving me? It is giving me a, you know, islandy kind of a vibe. It's reminding me very much so of the Sensational Island twist. Now that I think about it, oh no, it was Sensational Island Curl. Wait a minute. As I'm filming this, Sensational makes the Lulutress brand. Is this just Island Curl in a different, you know what, let me not get into it, but it does remind me of the Island Curl hair by Sensational. I think Island Curl was 12 inches. Of course, this hair is 18 inches. I'm now more so an advocate for shorter hair, so of course this is very much so. You can't even get in the full hair in camera right now. It's a lot of hair, but I do plan on cutting this hair. So next time you guys see me in my 1 week thoughts, this hair will be drastically different, but catch that when you guys watch my 1 week review coming up right now.
1 week later.
So now your girl is coming on here for my first week thoughts on this Lulutress Island Twist hair. And I'm in the process right now of editing my Amazon Wave Velvet Wave by Main Concept hair video right now. And I'm laughing at myself because in my first week and my first day was raving about it, and then it just took a turn in that final week's thoughts. So I decided going forward, I'll probably make my first week thoughts very short because I've realized the first day and the last day are pretty much the only days that really matter. The really days that you want to see the hair. In the first week, I want to structure it so I just talk about maintenance. You guys let me know down below if that works well for you, if I just keep the first week very short so as to not shoot myself in the foot and come on here, you know, weeks later and be like, uh-oh, I might have been wrong, you guys. So I will make this very brief, and I will keep my first week thoughts only to maintenance and how I feel about the hair in the week. And I say this because I love this hair. Before I turned on this camera, I was gonna turn and say, you know, I adore this hair. To date, probably my favorite curly style. You guys know I've tried the Ultra Kinky Curly and the Sensational Island Curl hair. Out of those two, this hair takes the cake. Now, I'm gonna try to keep my excitement down because again, I could come back 3 weeks later and it'd be a whole different vibe, be a whole different video. So I'm gonna keep it at a minimum, keep my excitement at bay. But I have to say, I have enjoyed the maintenance on this hair because I'm lazy. lazy. I'm lazy. I admit it. I admit it. I'm lazy only because I'm so busy. So the last thing I want to worry about is my hair, and this hair has allowed me to do that. It has allowed me to be kind of hands off. When I say I have literally just pineappled this hair at night, so putting it up at the top of my head, put my scarf on, and waking up in the morning, that's all I did. A product has not touched my hair until last night. So last night's Friday night, I was moussing this hair while I was watching TV and separating because I knew I was going to wake up this morning and film, and I wanted the hair to be as detangled as possible. But truly did not let a product touch this hair in the last week other than last night, and detangling it was such a breeze. It was not a hassle. I didn't have like, oh my god, it's so hard to get the hairs to detach. No, had no issues detangling it. Now again, everything I say has been within this first week. We will see. I'm going on colleges next week. I'm going to the best, I would say, HBCU. I know I didn't go to this HBCU, but I'm going to spend the entirety of next week college recruiting at one of the best HBCUs in this state. I won't even say the name because there are going to be people debating it in the comments, but I am going there. I'll need a hair that can last me all day, that'll look good on campus, and that'll look good and be low maintenance at night when I'm probably just ready to KO at night. Then the next week I'm going to go see some more campuses. So I have a busy couple of weeks, and I'm hoping that this hair looks good throughout that, but you guys will see how I feel about this hair in my final week's thoughts coming up right now.
Later.
So now your girl is back for my final thoughts on this Lulutress island curl hair. Now it has been 3 weeks with this hair, and I know I said in a recent video that I was going to try to do 4 weeks or more with the majority of my hairs upcoming, but when you got an itch, October is right around the corner and I am ready to try something new, and I feel like 3 weeks is enough time for me to kind of bring you guys my overall thoughts. I think I know how I feel about this hair, and I don't need to wear it any longer to kind of have my overall thoughts on this hair. Let me get up in camera to show you guys how it does look at 3 weeks of wear. Now, I had the Goldilocks syndrome with the outre kinky curly hair. That hair was too hard. With the Sensational Island twist hair, that hair was too soft, and Sensational is the parent company of Lulutress, so I don't know how they got it right with the Lulutress, but the island curl is just right. It's not too soft, it's not too hard, it's just perfect. Look at the curls. Like, when you have a too soft hair, what I've realized with too soft hairs is that texture doesn't stay the same throughout the wear of the hair. So if it's too soft, it starts to frizz a little bit, and then it comes too frizzy to the point of you don't even know what the curl is anymore. It's just a ball of frizz. The curls are still intact, and this is 3 weeks of wear with this hair. Such a natural texture. Now, the one thing I would say would be the drawback, and it's a drawback on me, it's a Lia Lavon thing. The company didn't do anything wrong in this department, but for me, I should have gotten a natural color. I should have got the color of my natural hair, especially because I leave my edges out. You guys know I'm all about edge preservation, so I leave my edges out a lot of times, and my edges, of course, are the dark. I have about a 2 1B type of a hair color, and this hair is a 4. You may not be able to tell indoors, but when you're outside, you definitely can see the brightness of the 4 come through. So it's kind of looks a mismatch, and that's the one thing I would say. I would have gotten a 2, so it just looks super blendable, super natural, and it just looks like it's growing out of your hair. I look for people's feedback, and a lot of times outside I can't see, but people are looking at it and I'm like, it looks a beautiful curl, but you should have got it to match your hair better, and then it would just be phenomenal. So that's one thing I would say. Now, if you don't leave any of your edges out like me, so you just braid up everything and you can't really see any of your real hair, then perfect, go with any of the colors. But if you're somebody who does leave something out and you're looking for a little bit more blendability, I would say go with the ombre colors. They do have good ombre colors, or just get a solid color that matches your hair color. So I'd have to say this is probably the lowest maintenance hair that I have tried in the last 7-8 months, and I'm so thankful for that. When I say low maintenance though, I mean literally. You guys ask me all the time, but what did you do specifically? I can't make a video on what I did for this hair specifically, simply because it would be a 1-minute video. It'd be the shortest video ever, and it'd be a waste of my time to record, waste of your time to watch. All I did was mousse this hair once a week, run my fingers through it, and detangle the curls. And it's usually a Friday, Saturday night, so while I'm watching TV or I'm doing something monotonous, I'm just really going through, putting mousse through and separating out the curls. That's all you really need to do, and you only need to do that once a week. When I say once a week, don't do it twice. You ain't got to do it on a Monday, Wednesday. Just do it one day of the week, and it will work phenomenally. I did it 4 times throughout my entirety of wearing of this hair. I did it that very first day. I did it right before I filmed my first week thoughts. I did it my second week, and I did it right before coming on here for filming my 3rd week thoughts on this hair. So what I'm doing, running mousse through. Put mousse throughout. You can either mousse a section or just put mousse in and then just go throughout and detangle. That's what I do when I'm extremely lazy. It's just mousse the whole thing, detangle, and it's super simple. And the hair, it just doesn't doesn't attach itself. You don't have a big glob of hair. It's preventative a lot of the times because this hair honestly didn't have a tangle issue. But if you want to be preventative and you want to wear this hair and maximize the time that you can wear this hair, just be proactive and detangle. If you see some issues coming up and maybe you do need to detangle a little bit more than I did, but again, I did not have an issue with tangles with this hair because I was proactive with detangling my hair. And I really needed a low maintenance hair, especially with what I've had coming up in these last couple weeks. The last couple weeks I've been traveling a lot for work with college recruiting. College recruiting season is here, so we're on campus and all that, representing the company and all that, and I needed a hair that I'm overnight at hotels. I just really can't wake up in the morning. We usually have to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning to be on campus at like 8 a.m. for a career fair. So I don't have time in the morning just to sit there and just come up with a style. I really just need to wake up, take my hair out. So what I do at night is I pineapple the hair. So just pull it to the top like so. I have my bonnet on, put my bonnet on. In the morning, all I do is take it out of the pineapple, style as needed, and then I just put my edges down. And you really are good to go. And also in the last week, this previous week, we had Hurricane Florence hit. And I want to take a moment to step out and say thank you guys so much for your outcry support during Hurricane Florence. You guys came through in the comments section of my video, in the comments of my IG, in my Snapchat DMs, in my Instagram DMs. Even some of you guys emailed me, which is an amazing. So thank you guys so much for your support during that. I never realized how great my fans are until situations like this. It hit the Carolinas. I really never get an opportunity to thank you guys as much as I need to, but you guys are an amazing group of people out there. I have an amazing group of supporters out there, and you guys were just so vigilant and so much so checking on me. I got DMs almost daily. How is everything going? So thank you guys for your support throughout that. But I say that today, the last week has been very rainy in North Carolina, very rainy. Florence came through and it was like, okay, we're here to stay. Rain's here and all that. So, and when it's a hurricane like rains, the wind is hitting you and the water's hitting you. The umbrella ain't really doing anything. So a lot of times I would just walk outside and say, forget an umbrella, because somehow rain came above the umbrella and just attacked. And I didn't feel any kind of way with this crochet hair. I didn't feel like, okay, this hair is gonna look a hot mess afterwards. I would walk out proudly in drenching rain in this hair and not feel any type of way. And I say that to say this hair is very water friendly in my opinion. I think you can go to the beach. I think you can go on vacation. I don't need to specifically dip this hair in water to know that this hair is going to react well, because I literally got drenched in so much rain over the past couple weeks that it isn't even funny, and I felt no ways about it, especially me having a dog too. My dog just kept wanting to wander off every time. It seems like during the peak of rain is when she had to use the bathroom, and I'm just outside just like, get your tail in here, get your tail. And I didn't feel any type of way because this hair would just continuously get drenched, but I knew this hair would stand up. So this hair works extremely well above the sea and under the sea. It also, I believe, is activewear friendly. I think if you wear it short, kind of short, and just kind of pull it back when you work out, you should be perfectly fine. I would just say you're probably gonna have to detangle it a little bit more. And I think that because people work out a lot, they probably wash their hair a lot more than the typical person would be. This hair has a very much so natural luster to it, but I can see it maybe losing its luster after maybe up repeated washes. So up to like 3 or 4 washes, you may see a little bit less luster to this hair. And I would say only to that, bring out your braid sheen spray to restore some of that luster, or your Hawaiian Silky. I could see that restoring some luster. I talked about the luster of it. It's not shiny. I don't even think, I'm trying to think of how I felt about this hair that very first day. I don't think I had an issue with shininess of this hair like I did with the Free Tress Water Wave hair. You're trying to compare the Free Tress Water Wave hair or this hair, get this hair, because the shininess of the Water Wave goes away after a while of wearing, but you have to wear that hair out for a while. You don't have to wear this hair out and it's not shiny. It's not a hair that you're like, oh, is that plastic? Okay, Barbie doll hair, not feeling it. Especially if you separate it out, separate the hair out as you're installing, like I showed you guys in my first day thoughts, separate it out. It definitely doesn't have that shiny effect. So overall, the thoughts, do I recommend this hair? I think after everything I said, it should be pretty clear that I overall recommend this hair. Very inexpensive. I looked online right before filming this. This hair is anywhere between $3.97 and about $5.29 is the most expensive I've seen this hair. So you can get it for very affordable. You don't need a lot of packs of this hair. I didn't use a lot of packs of this hair. I don't believe you would need any more than 5, 6 if you're being very, full boom boom boom, but 5 packs is probably what you need read with this hair. I think this hair also comes in a variety of colors, so you have color options out there. You're not very limited in your options. Now you guys let me know, have you tried this hair? Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you thinking of trying this hair? Have I convinced you to try this hair? Or are there any other Lulutress hairs out there that you would want me to try? So far I'm 2-0 on my love for Lulutress. I tried Deep Wave. I really did like that hair. This hair is definitely better than Deep Wave to me. It's a different curl, so they're not even in the same curl family, but overall I enjoyed my experience more with this hair. But I do want to try the wet curly. I do want to try the beach curl. There's so many curls that I want to try from Lulutress, but if there's anything specific, look, you guys let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Follow me. Sean say she moving to the baseline. Double she a wine make up.